Welcome to the Journey Success Stories podcast. I'm Jennifer Shuffle, your host, and today I am with Rachel Willig. She is the owner
Hello.
and executive chef for The Family Chef. Rachel, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here.
Excellent. We're blessed to have you. So, today we are going to be talking about her business, her journey to, of course, business ownership, practices as far as like best practices, challenges along the way, because there's always peaks and valleys that you
Yeah,
have along the way.
definitely.
Then having a really great sneak peek into what is business ownership, because it's never exactly pretty or how we ever like mapped it out, and
That's
everybody's
for
journey.
sure. Yeah.
So if this is your first time to the show, definitely be like and subscribe because we want you to get notifications every time we have a new show drop, just like this one. So you can go back and watch it again and again because I know Rachel's going to have great tidbits about business ownership. So, Rachel, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. We are so excited. And
Me
I
too.
would love for you to give us a little bit about your background, who you are, and what brought you to business ownership of the Family Chef?
Hi, well, thank you so much for having me and letting me share my story. So my name is Rachel, and I am the seventh child of eight. So born and raised in a big family from Cincinnati. Used to always cooking for my family, helping my mom out when I was younger, and yeah, just love family and food for my whole life. And then didn't really think about doing like the whole culinary arts chef thing until I was in high school. And then I was realized that like, yes, that's definitely my passion. I love to cook, I love to serve, I love to host and just make people happy by making great food and eating great food myself. So, I decided to do that for college. I went to Cincinnati State to the Midwest Culinary Institute, which was a lot of fun and a great experience. And during that time and after, I just tried to get as much as experience as possible. I worked in fine dining restaurants downtown, and I did catering. I did a country club, just all those different aspects. But I also love traveling so much. And so that was always a goal too of like, oh, I want to become a chef. I want to like study in France and Italy and Spain. And so after college, I was blessed with the opportunity to do that, which was amazing. I spent a ski season in the French Alps, which
Oh,
was incredible.
oh,
Crazy experience. I was 20 years old at that time and I had already finished culinary school. So thank God my parents let me go and went on the other side of the world or whatever and worked at a five-star hotel ski resort in the middle of the mountains where I didn't speak any French, and it was quite the experience. I had, one of those stereotypical French chefs that was like really upset that I didn't speak any French. I was told that it was fine if I didn't speak the language and it was going to be no problem until I arrived and realized he doesn't speak English. So it was quite the adventure. Um, but yeah, that just really ignited my passion for travel and food even more. I had an incredible experience, met tons of friends from all over the world, and just fell in love with different cuisine and culture and just the food from everywhere, the stories that it tells and whatnot. So anyway, so I came back and, worked in Cincinnati and different restaurants and side gigs and whatnot, and just continued saving up my money again because I wanted to go do more, hungry for more, I guess. So, couple years later, I went to the south of Spain. I worked in Marbella, which is like the very southern part of Spain, and I was at a beach resort on the Mediterranean. So, I was living at this resort with a lot of other interns from Spain, and my roommate was from the Bahamas, and also some girls from a girl from Miami and different places. So we all did this like summer internship. We were there for 6 months and worked at a five-star resort on the beach, basically. So that was an incredible experience as well. So different from the snowy mountains to the beach, but it was incredible.
You already have my heart. Like these travel, oh my gosh, it's amazing. But okay, keep going because I know that's not the end.
Oh, okay, so yeah, that was an amazing experience, also wild. The place that I was working had like a huge kitchen, and then they had out of that kitchen they had room service, they had a fine dining restaurant, they had a lunch cafe, they had a breakfast everyday buffet that was huge. They had conferences, and then they had a reception hall for like weddings on the beach. And everything came out of that one kitchen. So it was completely chaos, tons of Spanish, tons of, figuring it out. But so much fun. And came back, worked, saved up again, and finally went to Florence, Italy, and I worked there at a hotel as well as a fine dining restaurant. So that
Oh,
kind of concluded all of the traveling for the culinary, traveling as a chef, I guess, at least for now.
I was going to say for now. Okay, so
Yeah.
before we go into, well, okay, so you clearly came back,
Yes.
but what I would love to know is oh my gosh, so many different things, but which spot was your favorite? But then also, what was your favorite dish that you love to make?
Ooh. So, my favorite, I get this question a lot, and I am sorry, but there is no answer.
Yeah.
I loved France because it was my first time away and met incredible people there that were just so amazing and nice, and it's just like I had no expectations in my mind and whatnot and just really dove into that. Um, and then Spain was amazing for also the friends that I met and just the different cultural stuff, the beach,
Yeah.
the feeling, the food, that was so much fun to be a part of all of that. And then Italy was incredible, and I absolutely love Florence. And so, yeah, it's just so hard to choose. But when I was in Italy, I was able to travel a lot. I think I went to like 38 cities in my six
Nice.
months of living there. So it was like every off day, I was just like on the train, going to another country, flying to another city, and really got to do that because I learned from all of the travels. It's like, you could always come home and make money, but like this is not the time to save your money. Like just spend and live it up and just enjoy life because you're not going to have this opportunity again. So yeah, that's the answer
That's
for
so cool.
that.
Okay, so favorite dish.
So favorite dish, I mean in Spain it was definitely like making the huge paellas. We would get like the
Oh,
paella that served 20 people, 30 people, which was just so fun and so like, okay, this is like such a Spanish thing to do here in Spain on the beach, like, so that was really fun. In Italy, I loved making like the raviolis. That was one of my jobs at one of the places where we would stuff them and, that was just so much fun. And I guess in France, I just loved making pastries. That
mm,
was really fun in France. And now I just love switching it up. I hate making the same thing over and over again. So it's just, I love being creative. I think that culinary arts is an art. And yeah, I just love always making new things and experimenting and keeping things interesting and fun with just mixing different things together and yeah, trying to challenge myself with different cuisines all the time. So,
that is so cool. Okay, so you leave Italy and you come back,
yes.
and then what?
Came back and I was like, okay, it has always been my life dream to be a personal chef. Like that's from high school, that's what I wanted to do. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like I did all the traveling that I really wanted to do. I'll never stop. But like I was just like, okay, this is the time in my life where I know like I want to start putting down roots here in Cincinnati. So I'm gonna like go for it. I'm just gonna be all in and just try to like get some clients and start my own business and just do that. So from there, yeah, we it's kind of funny. I came back and I was broke, of course, and I had like got back and I immediately went on a family vacation. We stayed at a beautiful home in Michigan City. And I'm like, okay, I have no job, no money, just getting back from to the US. And I want to have like this dream business, but I have nobody, no clients. So what we did is my brother, who's a photographer, he got his iPhone or whatever, and we went down the street and we bought a chef uniform at a mall down the street and put it on, and they only had like an extra large left or whatever, so it was like huge, and we had these like what do you call it, like pins in the back of my shirt
Yeah,
to
like
like hold it
clips.
like it looked like it fit or something. Yeah. And then took some really nice pictures of me in this beautiful home, beautiful kitchen, this vacation house, and just made a little thing on Facebook and said, "Oh, introducing, the family chef luxury personal chef company. Contact me if you're interested." So that was the start of it.
That is amazing. I love this so much. Okay, so then you what, create a following or what happened next?
Yep. So yeah, so I just asked people to share it and whatnot. And after like 1 month, I had enough business to keep me busy for like 4 days a week. So I was ecstatic about that. Yeah, I had talked to somebody in Cincinnati and they're like, I've been trying to do it for 7 years. It's not going to work. But I'm like, okay, Lord, please. Like, I really want to do this. And luckily I had got a client I was actually at their house like 3 days a week. So I was like serving
Yeah.
them their food and everything. And that was amazing. But with that, I was working there and I had created like some social media and was sharing what I was making. And people kept reaching out and asking me, "Hey, could you cook for us? Could you cook for our family? We need you." And I was just like, "No, I'm good. I'm set for life. Like I'm never quitting my job. This is it. This is the end." But people kept reaching out and asking if they could be on like a waiting list. And so I was like, okay. And then, through like praying about it and being like, okay, I need to like take advantage of this. So, I ended up hiring one of my friends from culinary school, and then she came on and, continued with that, developing, you know, the business. And yeah, she came on to work with me, and I had, the waiting list, and I was already making all the menus. I was already sending invoices and kind of figuring out all of that stuff. So I'm like, why don't I just do this for more people since I'm already doing it, like just do the same thing. So,
Absolutely. Let's scale it and even take it to a whole nother level that we
right,
never even pictured in the beginning.
exactly.
So it's interesting. So how many chefs do you have now today?
So today we have 6 chefs in Cincinnati and we have 2 chefs in Columbus.
Yay! Right. You even went to a whole nother city. That's
Yeah, yeah.
way cool. I love this.
Thank you.
So if you were to blast yourself into the future
Mhm.
5 years from now, what would you love the business to look like then? Like if you were to manifest it today, like what does it look like?
Yeah, so that would look like just an incredible brand that is like no other in the personal chef sphere. And then also just to be in more cities and having more chefs and serving more families is the goal. So,
Yeah, yeah. So tell me about being a personal chef. Is it meal planning? Is it like how does it work for you guys?
yeah, so it is all the above. So, how it works for us is we get a client, a family, or individual, professional athlete, elderly couple, really whoever's hungry. And we, have a client profile. So, they'll tell us what their dislikes are, allergies, and all that kind of information. And then from there, we'll just do a huge menu every month. And on that menu, I mean, we do like lunch, dinner, dessert, kids' snacks, high protein snacks, really anything you could possibly want. We'll have a big menu for them to look at. And then at the beginning of the month, they'll kind of choose all their menus for the next 4 weeks. And then that's it. It's super straightforward. The chef will go grocery shopping for them and just come to their house and make their meals for the week, put it all in the refrigerator. Everything's completely ready to go. totally cooked, totally like, yeah, cleaned up, and that's it. So, the clients have the choice of how many meals they want a week. They always have the same chef come to their home. And the clients, if they have, a dairy-free or gluten-free or some kind of allergies, our chefs are very experienced. They know how to work with all these, variations. And we also have a nutritionist, a nutrition specialist who is on staff, and she could even do like really personalized menus. We have a couple clients with diabetes, and so she'll go through like the menus that they want, and then just you know edit them to be more healthy for them and what they need. So yeah, it's really nice and straightforward. And I think one of the things is like that our clients love is that, they really know the chef knows them, the chef knows their preferences, and it's a weekly service. So it's like every Monday morning or every Tuesday morning, the chef will come. They get to pick out whether they want their groceries from Whole Foods, all organic, whatever, or if they just want like generic brands from Kroger. And then besides that, it's like very easy on um the like choosing side. Like they could choose whatever meals they want, and then it's kind of like once a month and then done. We were doing it like every week, then we went to every other week where they would choose, but now we found that it just makes everyone's life easier if they could just set it and forget it. They don't have to think about what's for dinner the rest of the month, so yeah, that's how it's
That's
set
so
up.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and in today's world of us being so overly busy,
Uh-huh.
having this option is just so phenomenal, especially as, career-oriented mothers.
Yeah.
I could have only dreamt of having this kind of service when mine were little,
Mhm.
because not only would they had eaten better instead of like maybe chicken nuggets and tater tots, but it would have been more nutritious and
Right.
more fulfilling.
Mhm.
So, plus I would have ate better too. So
Yeah.
that would have been really good.
I know, it's amazing. Like our clients will tell us, they're even like they're feeling better, they're sleeping better at night, they have consistent like high protein meals, they're getting eating way more veggies than ever before. Their kids are trying more foods, or we also do like kids menus and stuff. So
Yeah.
it really is, a lifestyle change and yeah, just a huge way to elevate your life, I guess.
Yeah. When I'm even thinking about individuals who get a particular diagnosis and they're not
Mhm.
even sure,
Mhm.
or they stick to something for a little while because then it becomes too hectic to
Right.
continue. And so, but making sure that you have that lifestyle change, it's not a diet, but having that lifestyle change is so important. And so, this is a really great opportunity for our households here in the US to really
Right.
take advantage of. So, thank you for doing what you do.
Oh my gosh. It's our pleasure. We love it. We have so much fun. We're like, okay,
Oh,
new
that's
day,
great.
just getting to cook and a nice cup
Yeah.
of
That's
coffee.
what it's all
We're good.
about.
Right.
When you're in business, you never work a day in your life provided you love it.
Yep, yep.
So, how long have you had the business now?
So I started back in 2019, and then yeah, so it's been about um just 6 years, I guess. So yeah.
Fabulous. It's
So
amazing.
yeah, it's been a crazy journey. Lots of ups and downs, but always forward, never back, I guess.
Absolutely. So, in that regard, what has been the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome so far? Or maybe you're still facing it. What would that maybe be? As
Yeah, so I always think like, okay, like I've kind of been through everything. I kind of know what I'm doing now. And there's just always things as a business owner. I'm coming to realize there's always going to be another,
yeah.
trial that you're going to have to go through. So definitely there's a lot, but what sticks out to me is COVID. That happened right as I was hiring my first chef. And like right as I was like, okay, I'm doing the thing, I'm like starting a company, I'm doing the business. And it was like impeccable timing. Like I had taken a trip, a vacation before she came on. So she had already like put in her 2 week notice. I come back, she was supposed to start with new clients and get the business going and everything. And I mean, we barely made it back. I was in Brazil visiting my brother's um in-laws, and we were like the last flight that came back to the US. The whole world was shutting down with
Yeah.
COVID, and she's like about to start working for my company, and all of my clients are calling and just canceling and just saying like, stay home. We don't want anyone here. We don't want, anyone in our house, all
Right.
these kinds of things. So it was just like, oh my gosh, not only did I just hire this girl who quit her job,
Right.
and she's my friend, but
Oh,
also I have no work myself. And what are we going to do? Like, it was literally, I think every single client that I had canceled. So that was scary. And of course, being a entrepreneur and just needing to like figure it out, it's like, um, how do you keep going? How do we keep the business going? So, when that happened, we're like, okay, what can we do? How could we make this work? So, we kind of did some brainstorming, and I was like, okay, let's leverage the fact that people are even scared to go to the grocery store right now. I'm like,
right.
send me, I'm a personal chef. I'll cook for you. You don't have to go out to restaurants, you don't have to do this and that. So kind of trying to leverage that. And so at the same time, like it was like one day everyone's calling me and they're just like, cancel, cancel, cancel. And I'm just like, okay, feeling defeated and like just trying to think fast and like figure out a way to keep it going. And then at this, couple days later, all these other calls started coming in from new people and just being like, hey, like, we're afraid to go to the grocery store. Hey, we don't want to go out of our house. We don't want to go to a restaurant. We're afraid of this. Everything's shutting down. Like, could you help us? We don't cook. We still have to work from home. Like, what are we going to do? So, that was a big time that it was like, okay, we're just going to have to bite the bullet and, cook from home and just start delivering to everyone we can and just going with this. Like, it was just nuts. And yeah, it was super
That
crazy,
is
but we made it
cool.
through, and we ended up, in the end, like even having more people, because after, our original clients had like canceled a couple weeks into it, they're like, okay, forget it, just come back. So then it was a whole nother set of problems. But yeah, that was a big
That
one.
is awesome. So what's your biggest challenge today as a business owner?
I would say that I did the culinary arts thing. I studied, got my associate's degree as a chef, and I know how to cook. I love cooking, and that comes very easy to me now. However, owning a business and wearing all these other hats, marketing, everything, that's definitely a huge challenge right now. So working through that, going through a lot of growing pains, learning how to manage the chefs and client relations and complaints and just all the different things. That has been a huge challenge, but also really excited. It's actually been super fun to just learn so many things. And I'm now doing some business coaching. So that's really exciting. That's helping me out a lot. So I'm really, really excited to grow in those areas. But it's a big challenge.
Yeah, it is. It's huge.
Yeah.
And leveraging others and increasing your tribe
Yeah.
to really stand behind you and promote you and to take you to another level is just, it's so cool to
Mhm.
see, even as a business coach. Just, I've had clients who have accomplished things that they only dreamt for in 3 years that they
Mhm.
accomplished in one
Yeah.
because now there's intentionality behind it. They're
Mhm.
driving toward it. They're keeping it in front of them. I'm
Yeah.
holding them accountable and all the cool things. And it's like, whoa. And they did all the work. I'm just a
Yeah.
guide. They're the
Right.
hero. Like, but
Mhm.
it's so cool to see.
Yeah.
So, what has been the biggest success or the biggest win that you've had in your journey as a business owner?
Ooh. The biggest win, I would say, wow, there's a lot of different things. The biggest, yeah, it's just, um, yeah, I guess just like living. the absolute dream. I never thought that I would be able to even like get work full time as a personal chef. I didn't think anyone would really, you know, trust me or really like go for it, sign up. I don't know. But yeah, I have such a passion for like great food, cooking, traveling, and yeah, business and like also faith is super important to me. So I feel like the past couple years, like it's really just all kind of coming together in ways that I could never have imagined. Um and so that's just been a huge win. I was just on a pilgrimage a couple weeks ago, which was incredible. And it's like, okay, I have this company and it's running and everything's fine. And I'm like traveling and trying new things and getting new inspirations. And at the same time, you know, diving into my faith, learning more, spending time in prayer. Like it's incredible the things that, yeah, God has done through this journey. And I would say another one too has been that we do have a director of operations who came on about a year and a half ago.
Nice.
And I would say that's really when things were kind of like just moving along, hiring a chef once a year. Somebody would quit, somebody would come on, kind of not like this. And then she came on and it kind of took a little time to get every systems in place. And then now we've just been on the up and up. And, we just started cooking in January in Columbus. And yeah, that's just been so much fun to be in a new city and actually really getting into the market there. So
Yeah.
it's, yeah, a huge win.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. It's funny because we always can talk about what our challenges or opportunities are quickly
Right.
because that's what we always think about. But
Mhm.
then when we're thinking about the biggest successes or wins, we don't pause or celebrate them enough. And so
Mhm.
then it's oh, wait, let me think about this for a second. So
Yeah.
I love that. You've had so much success, and it is a very cool story. So I
Thanks.
have a couple of rapid fire questions.
Oh boy.
Ready? Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So, what is the key to success for you?
Key to success for me would be prayer. I think everything is prayer. I'm constantly on my knees and yeah, just asking the Lord, just lead and guide me. I want to do your will. So however that looks, yeah, that's my key to success. Just praying and asking him to lead me and just going with whatever he sends.
I love that. Oh my gosh, this is great. So, I totally got goosebumps out of that, by the way. I love it. All right. So, what is your one piece of advice that you would give to other business owners?
I would say go for it. Yeah, just stay humble because I mean, even if you're a little bit arrogant, this being a business owner will humble you like that. I mean, there's yeah, tons of challenges, but yeah, we learn from our mistakes and don't be afraid to fail because that's yeah, how we've learned so much and it's not failure if you keep on keeping on. So,
Yeah.
just find new ways to do it differently and just go for the gusto because there's a lot less competition at the top. Everyone's trying to be, competing at the lower levels, I feel like.
Yeah,
So,
the mediocre.
right.
Yeah. So, what is a book or podcast that you're reading or listening to right now?
It's a audiobook that I'm listening to. It's called Get Out of Your Own Way.
Nice.
So yeah, I just started, so I'm not gonna recommend it necessarily. I don't really know a whole lot yet, but that's the answer.
That's a great one for business owners. I've not
Okay,
read it
good.
either, but I like the title.
Yeah.
I like where you're
Kind of
going.
got me. I'm like, this
Right.
I need this right now.
Yes. Oh, that's great. All right. So, this is kind of a fun question.
Okay.
If you had a little bit of magic dust and you could spread it on any part of the business, what would it be?
Magically getting new clients. We're
Yes.
yeah, in the marketing phase right now. We're trying to grow, so we have a lot of awesome talented chefs, so we just need to like fill in all those little gaps of opened spots.
Yes. knowing your productivity and making sure everybody's leveraged and that
Right.
your marketing is working for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which in business coaching, marketing is math. So that would be something that we definitely work on.
Awesome.
All
Sounds
right.
amazing.
So before we get to the final question,
Hmm.
please share with our audience how can they get a hold of you? Because everybody needs a personal chef.
Yep.
So they need to reach out to you, Rachel. How do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, just go to www.thefamilychef.com. Check out our website and yeah, look at the contact information. Just yeah, send us a message and we'll be in touch with you.
Awesome. All right. So we've come to the final question of the day. Wah, wah, wah. But what is inspiring you most today?
What's inspired me most today would be my amazing clients. They are so wonderful and there's such a joy in giving back to them. They just trust in us. They believe in our company. They believe in our mission. And it's just so exciting to provide them with, you know, fuel and nutrition and healthy meals and bring their families together for family dinners and whatnot. So yeah, they're a huge inspiration to me right now. Of course, I just got back from a pilgrimage, like I said. So, I'm just excited about my faith and just want to be all that I could be for God. I'm here just trying to do his work. So yeah, that would be
That's
the
great.
inspirations for right now.
Yes, awesome. All right, so this was a great conversation. I
Thank you so
really
much.
enjoyed getting to know your story and your journey along the way because it's not just Cincinnati, you're
Mhm.
all over and what has inspired you over the years. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you. This was so
So,
fun. And yeah, stay tuned for all the listeners out there. There's tons of great, great episodes of this show. I've been watching a few, and I know that there's some other great ones coming up. So stay tuned for the next one and check out the previous ones. And I know you're doing really awesome work, Jennifer. So thank you for that.
thank you, Rachel. It's so sweet. You're amazing. This is so cool. All right. So, of course, I encourage all of you watching to, of course, like and subscribe because you're going to want to come back and listen again to Rachel's story. You're going to want to, of course, call her, get her to come and be your personal chef or her team, even more, so
Mhm.
that then you guys can, of course, have the lifestyle that you deserve and is for you and your body and nourish yourselves. So, Rachel had some great insights as to business ownership. We appreciate those insights, but you guys will want to capitalize on those. So, make sure, again, you like and subscribe so that then you can come back, watch again and again. So, thanks everyone who joined today, and a special thanks, of course, to Rachel with the Family Chef for being here and being our feature. We really appreciate you.